Hi everybody, welcome back to my tours of all new 2014 Ford vehicles. This one today is a Flex. So it's a brand new 2014 we got on the lot. It's a limited, so it's got a lot of bells and whistles. I'll go through a few with you here and I'll give you a tour. And actually there's not too much that has changed with these over the 2013s. And I'll go through exactly what's changed. It's just cosmetic stuff, but I will go through all the changes from 2013 to 2014. With the Flexes in general though, what's nice with these is a couple, I guess, key features that you'd want to know is on this if you were shopping for them would be, well, your sync system, of course, with your My Ford Touch. That's the 8-inch touchscreen. Okay, adaptive cruise control with collision warning and brake support is also available as an option in this. You'll see these that kind of technology in the Ford Explorer as well. The Ford Explorer has a lot of neat features like that. Has the blind spot information system and cross traffic alert. That's where it uses all the sensors around the vehicle to let you know where traffic is coming from, as well on your rear view mirrors as well. What else we have? You can have, as an available option, a 3.5 liter twin turbo EcoBoost V6, which is the same V6 motor that they put in the F-150s down there. That is the most powerful motor that Ford puts in the F-150s as far as towing and whatnot, so obviously it's very capable within the Flex. Intelligent access with push button start. That's the key fob. You don't need to use levers to lock and unlock your doors now. It's kind of done automatically. I can show you that in a second too. Second row inflatable safety belts and active park assist. So a few more safety features. Active park assist will let you parallel park the car. Well, actually, it'll let the car park the car for you, if that made any sense there. But basically, it's just a parallel parking system. You control the brake and the gas, and it does the rest. The inflatable safety belts is a pretty neat feature that they've brought into the second row. Again, just with the 5-star safety ratings that these have. Goes alongside. So I'll take you on a tour inside here and we'll see what's new. Just looking around the vehicle though, I can tell this particular vehicle has 19-inch rims right off the bat. You can get up to 20s on these, chrome as well. You can tell this is a limited because it has the, well, I call it the F-150 Platinum rear end, but basically the tailgate is a nice silver color. Looks super sharp on white or black cars as well. But the limiteds have the kind of the chrome rear. That's how you can kind of signify you spent a few more bucks on it. I can see parking sensors as well. I can see it has a rear view camera. And I can see this particular version's all-wheel drive. I don't believe this one's EcoBoost, or it would say. So when it is non-EcoBoost, it's just your standard I believe it's a 3.7 liter. Oh, it is a 3.5. Okay, so it's 3.5 twin independent variable cam timing V6 engine. And we'll go inside. So what you might have noticed in the 2013 year, they switched over to these HIDs. That hasn't changed for 2014. The front end pretty much looks the same as well. We got fogs down here as well. Still got the wood, what am I talking about? The white roof here. That's an option. That has changed this year as well. You can opt to have separate colors. So this is your smart access key. If I can put it in the picture, there we go. Smart access key. So I mean, you can have the doors locked. So I just, you can see there. So she's locked. As I come near the car here, and I just go for the door, it just automatically unlocks. I didn't push anything there. So that's kind of a neat feature. 10-way power adjusted seats. The seats have a 2-position memory, so that's good for driver 1, driver 2. Remembers your positions here. Obviously power everything, windows, door locks, mirrors. Put my key in there, so it has a push button start as well. Foot on the brake. So I mean, the displays here that we see aren't unlike any other Ford that's on the road right now. So we have your driver information system here, and it goes through a bunch of different really neat customizable apps that you can use to adjust your display and your settings. The right side is basically using the controls here. Basically everything that you can do from your My Ford Touch system, so your navigation to your climate, to your entertainment, to your phone, all have shortcuts on the right side here as well. So you can just see me kind of fumbling around here on the right side of the screen. I'm just kind of going through the paces. Standard analog speedometer. Got your cruise control. We got your sync. This is your voice command system and your phone control, as well as your media control. So Sync voice commands, very briefly, the lady, that's what I call her, she understands up to 10,000 commands within the vehicle, ranging anywhere from playing particular tracks on your MP3 player to making phone calls. You can tell it directions. It'll plot you a course while you talk to it. You can change all your climate controls and everything to particular temperatures, fan speeds. It's pretty robust. And people like buttons as well, so everything that you can do as far as climate, you still have all your regular buttons here as well. With exception, you can do everything here with your climate as you normally can through your My4 touch system, with exception of your seat heaters. Your seat heaters are exclusively used on your My4 touch system. Beyond that, though, there's nothing you can't do on one than you can on the other. Very quickly, still going through here, this does have a 6-speed automatic transmission, which is great for gas economy, but it also has the select shift. So when you put her down into S mode here, you can go up and down the gears, just rolling like this here. They used to call it Tiptronic. Ford calls it select shift. It's still good for folks that want to have the passing gear on the highway, or just want to have a little fun, or a little bit more control over the vehicle itself. The seats on this vehicle, the Ford Flex, I'm not kidding you, has by far the comfiest seats I have ever had the pleasure of sitting in. These are very, very plush, extraordinarily soft, very wide, very big seats. These are even bigger than what you'd find on like a Fusion or a Taurus. And these are far and away the comfiest seats I've ever had the pleasure of sitting in. These can be, well, on this particular vehicle, it's heated. These can be air conditioned as well, which is why it's perforated here for that particular option, which is very, very cool. I guess literally in this case. Going into the console, we see 2 USB ports and SD card port. If you have navigation, this is reserved solely for your navigation because that's where your map chip goes. And analog, I mean digital cameras, video cameras, things like that. Maybe even old school video games will fit in there. And your 12-volt source. That being said, there's also a 12-volt source hiding out over there. You got your sunglass holder, you got some map lights here. This is your microphone for your sync system. This is your garage door opener. So most modern garage door openers will adapt right into the system, which is pretty handy. Don't need any extra remotes. So I guess what I'll do now, actually, I'll go through the changes that they've made. I'll close the door so we don't get that fun noise here. So the changes, and I'll show you the sheet that I have. Changes are, let's see here, and these are the only changes. Look, the entire sheet's blank. These are the only changes for the Ford Flex this year. Appearance package available on SEL and Limited. So SE is and below. Unfortunately, this doesn't apply, but SEL's and above, it does. So tuxedo black painted roof. So that roof up there that's white, you can have that painted. Tuxedo black side mirrors, skull caps. That would be the very tops of the mirrors. 20-inch machine aluminum wheels with premium painted pockets, new rims. Leather trim seats with gray perforated leather inserts. So basically what they're saying is where you see it perforated here, this part of the seat would be a slightly different color than this side as an option if that was something that tickles your fancy, I guess. Perforated leather wrapped steering wheel with meteorite black inserts. I would assume that would be in this spot here where you see the wood insert. So I would imagine that's what they're talking about here. Unique instrument panel with door trim appliques. Oh, I guess that'd be this spot here, where you kind of see the fancier wood on that. You can get different panels there. Unique instrument panel. I would imagine they're talking about this strip here. I could be mistaken. Unique floor mats with logo. Oh, hold on. They're probably in the trunk. Let's go look at the trunk. Stop in the back seats first. Back seats have literally tons of room. I'm about 6'1" and there's like half a foot here. You got your third zone climate control, so everyone in the back seat can have their own climate control down here. A 150 watt and a 110 watt or 150 watt 110 volt source. So it's like your home style plug, I call it. and a 12 volt as well. But this is extraordinarily handy. Not good for microwaves. People who go camping, no. But, you know, charging your laptop or video game systems, things that don't require a ton of power, but are handy to use all the same there. Cup holders and storage. You see this seat's already folded down. These seats are still extraordinarily comfortable in the back. We'll check out the third row here. Actually, maybe I'll just... If I pull on this little... Pull it up. So you can see the third row. The headrests obviously flip up as well. But again, the same great comfy seats that we saw in the second row or in the third row as well. Lots of cup holders. There's your vents for the third row, vents for the second row. And there is a button on the key fob that I can hit and it'll just open up, but if I hit the button underneath here, it should just automatically open. And of course you can access that from the dashboard as well with a button. So these seats, as an option, can be motorized as well. So basically you'd see a couple buttons here, you'd push a button and they'd automatically just do their thing and flip around. In this case they're manual. It's still extraordinarily simple. You would pulling this would, well, I'll just do it for you here. So with the headrest up, I would just pull on that falls down. And this is labeled number 1, number 2, so I'd pull number 1. Pardon me, I'm going to use my hand for the camera here and just, there we go. And I'm going to move that. Now I'm going to grab number 2. Oh, I'm going to pull number 2 and I'm going to grab this handle right here. Oh, if I can get that right, there we go. So I was pretty much one-handed. Kind of cheated there a bit, but that's okay. So very, very simple. I fold right down flat. And we got more storage, more 12-volt sources. Oh, here are the mats. Looks like it was an option to have them branded. These ones don't look branded, and probably an option. Okay, so I'll hit the button here. Our door closes. So that is the 2014 Flex. And as we discovered, there's not too many changes between the 13 and the 14s. They're virtually identical, just a couple appearance package options that are different. It's mostly to do with painting that white roof that people have commented on many, many times in 2013. That's about it. Thanks very much for watching. And we'll have our next 2014 tour very, very shortly. Thanks again. Have a great day.